Oh Krishna, you're only 7 years old, just a little boy. This business of demigod worship is too complicated. I don't think you would understand.
Please don't keep secrets from me, Baba. I'm not an outsider. I'm your son. Tell me what you and the other cowherd men are doing.
Well, we're getting ready to do puja. We're gonna make a sacrifice to Indradev, the demigod who sends us the rain. When the sacrifice begins, you can come and sit by me to watch how it's done.
Father, can you tell me more about it? Everyone's working hard to gain something, but if they understand their work and why they are working, they achieve success. But people who work in utter ignorance are ultimately failures. Therefore, I should know all about this puja so everything will be successful. Tell me, is it a Vedic sacrifice or just a popular ceremony?
All right. I'm not sure you understand everything, but there's no harm in telling you. We're not the only ones who worship Lord Indra, because he is the Lord and Master of the rain-giving clouds. It is traditional to worship him in order to thank him for sending rainfall. Without rainfall, we cannot farm or produce grains. We would not have any fruits or vegetables, and the cows would not have fresh grass to eat. They would not be able to produce any milk. We couldn't live if there was no rain. Anyone who performs this puja out of lust, enmity, fear, or greed will never have any good fortune.
This is not good. One of the reasons that I descended to this world is to make sure that human beings are living under religious principles. It is clear to me now that there's danger that people will become confused, thinking that there are many different gods. I send these demigods forth at the beginning of creation, and they manage the material world for me. But now I see how people are mistaking them to be all in all. What is worse, the demigods may take themselves to be all in all. That Indradeva, although only an officer under my command, is getting a little puffed up. He is forgetting his master. It seems that the time has come to teach him a lesson.
Chief of the demigod Indradevaki.
Jai. Lord of the celestial kingdom, Indradevaki. Jai.
Greetings, Indra. Quite a gathering.
My Lord Brihaspati, please accept my respects. Yes, half the heavens must be here today. Well, there's occasion to celebrate. My kingdom is secure, and I am happy. And who wouldn't be in my position, eh? I occupy a throne of power,
Which you must always fight to keep and are forever worried about losing.
Don't be concerned. I have conquered all my enemies. The demons are beaten and running. Running, I tell you, Brihaspati. When I go forth into battle on the back of my elephant Airavat, my thunderbolt in my hand.
Yes, you feel supreme. Well, you are not. Although you are sitting on a high seat, Indra, beneath a canopy as brilliant as moon, served by the heavenly deities and demigods, praised by the sweetest singers in the world. Your opulence is the only hint of Sri Krishna's. You may be God, right-hand man, Indra, but you are not God.
I know it's your duty as my spiritual master to take my ego down a bit from time to time. It must be a difficult task keeping the King of Heaven's feet on the ground, eh?
More Soma, my lord.
Yes. Soma. My guests came from all over the 3 planetary systems just to taste this wonderful drink. They perform sacrifices. They perform austerities just to come and drink the Soma Ras with us in our celestial city of gold.
Indra, I don't think you are listening to the word I say today. I'm trying to help you out. You can't see it, but you are heading for a fall.
I'm sorry, Gurudev. I'm a little intoxicated.
You are very intoxicated with pride. Well, I'll tell you this, my son. One day, soon you will bow down before Lord Krishna, and that beautiful crown on your head will touch his lotus feet. That will be your supreme moment, not this.
Father, I don't think that we should perform a sacrifice for Lord Indra.
What are you saying?
It's so temporary. We perform the sacrifice now, Indra is pleased and sends the rain. We'll just have to start all over. Next year, at the beginning of the growing season, we will have to go through so much trouble all over again, making another puja for more rain. Since there is so much business that has to be done in this life, an intelligent person isn't interested in blessings that simply come and go. Actually, it is by the force of karma that a living entity takes birth and dies. It is karma that gives him happiness, distress, fear, and fearlessness. Since Lord Indra cannot in any way change our destiny, why should we worship him? It is actually karma that controls everyone. Therefore, one should seriously worship work itself. Actually, that by which we may live nicely is really our worshipable deity.
But Nandana, one has to do his job.
That is true, but all of these gods are just overcarriage of the Supreme God. He is the super soul in the heart of men and demigods. Man may forget that everything belongs to God, but the demigods should not. Before they send anybody anything, they have to have the Lord's permission. If they do not have it, they cannot benefit anyone.
I can see what you're saying, son, and I'm sure you're quite right, but, well, I just don't know what to say. We've always done this Indra Puja. We do the sacrifice, Indra sends the rain. It's a good system.
Yes, but human life has to have a higher aim. Indra is pouring water on the ocean as well as the land. Rain does not depend on worshiping him. And just see if you do not worship him, he is powerless to benefit you. He is waiting for his puja. Only then can he send rain. If you just do your duties nicely, you will get the results of sacrifice anyway. If one thing is actually sustaining our life, but we take shelter of something else, how can we achieve any real benefit? We would be like an unfaithful woman who can never achieve anything by consorting with her paramour.
It seems logical. The boy has a point, Nandaraja. Yes, I suppose it's true.
Baba, we are Vaishyas. Our duties are in 4 divisions: farming, commerce, cow protection, and money lending. Out of these, we as a community are always engaged in cow protection. Our home is not in the cities, towns, or villages. Being forest dwellers, we always live in the forest and on the hills. Therefore, we should make a sacrifice to satisfy the local Brahmins of Vrindavan, the pasturing ground of Govardhan Hill, and our wonderful cows.
That is a very good idea, Krishna. And since you feel so strongly about it, we will make a separate puja, as you say. But later, after the Indra sacrifice...
No, Father, don't wait for anything. The sacrifice for the Brahmins and Govardhan Hill will take too long to prepare. Better take all the things you have already gotten together for the Indra Puja and use them for the Govardhan Puja.
Oh, Krishna, I think you could wheedle the mangoes off the trees. You seem so enthusiastic about this idea, and since your pleasure is my pleasure, we will perform the sacrifice just as you say. Just tell us how you want the puja done. Did we need?
Let's prepare many different kinds of food, from sweet rice to vegetable soups. Many kinds of fancy cakes, both baked and fried, should be prepared. And then, all the available milk products should be taken for the sacrifice. Invite the learned Brahmins, who can chant all of the Vedic hymns and offer oblations to the fire. The Brahmins should be given all kinds of grains. Then, the cows should be decorated and given nice grasses. The lower animals, such as dogs and the lower grades of people, who are considered untouchable, like the chandalas, should also be given sumptuous prasadam. Then, the sacrifice to Govardhan Hill may immediately begin. This sacrifice will greatly please me.
I don't believe it. How dare they to see the impudence of these cowards of Vrindavan? They are nothing but inhabitants of the forest, but being proud with their prosperity, they have surrendered to an ordinary human being, Krishna, and thus they have offended the gods. These coward men of Raj have to suffer the consequences. Send this Amvartika cloud to me now.
My lord, this cloud is most powerful. It'll just flood the entire cosmos. There are many less destructive clouds that can certainly terrorize the residents of Vrindavan.
Wouldn't that be sufficient? We don't really need to destroy everything, do we?
I said send this Amvartika cloud now. The people of Vrindavan have become too puffed up over their comfort and riches and are too confident in their presence of their tiny friend Krishna. He is simply talkative, childish, and ignorant of the complete situation. But he is thinking himself very advanced in knowledge. Samvartika, I am ordering you and your companions to go and destroy Vrindavan. Everyone there should be destroyed along with their cows. You mean you're afraid to carry out these orders? You shall go, and I will also go, riding on my elephant with great strength, before, behind, and on either side of me. I shall use all my strength to punish these Rajavasis.
Rain came down in great torrents. The villagers of Vrindavan ran for cover.
Children, come here. Take my hands. Hurry. Help, bring the cows over here. Everyone. Dear Krishna, you are the all-powerful one, and you are very kind to your devotees. Now please protect us from the anger of Indra.
This demigod, who thinks himself supreme, has shown his great power, but now I shall answer him according to my position. He's maddened with false prestige, but now I will break his pride. I will protect my pure devotees of Vrindavan, who are completely under my protection. Dear Mother and Father, dear residents of Vrindavan, if you wish, you may now come under the hill with your cows. You do not have to fear that this mountain is going to fall from my hand. Do not be afraid of the wind and rain. Your deliverance from these afflictions have already been arranged.
Son, you're in such a dangerous position. How can I help you? Each time I try and call you with some instruction, my voice becomes choked with anxiety. Oh, Krishna, my Krishna. Please try to help him. He is too small to hold this huge hill all by himself. My dear friend, you have been standing there for the last 7 days and nights without any rest. All of us think that you are trying to do something that is just too hard for you to do.